بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
So in the previous sections, we have seen some of the attack methods which are used by the attacker to initiate or introduce some kind of web-based attacks where your security will be compromised. So what we need to do, we need to implement some kind of web security solution to overcome this. So our job is to make sure that uh, the net, the traffic which is coming on the internet, especially the web traffic, should be clean and it should not contain any kind of malicious code. So this is very important. So at the same time, you also want to ensure that you block a specific URLs or the bad websites. So basically, you should have a list of websites updated. So basically, these websites should be automatically blocked, or even whatever the attack I have shown. Whenever a user is trying to access a specific xyz.com website, and as per the database, let's say this website is a bad website which contains some kind of malicious codes, that should be automatically blocked. Again, manually it's not possible, so there should be some kind of automated mechanism, because there are millions of websites on the internet, so it's not possible to define each and every website. So there should be some kind of database, and that should be constantly updated. And the malicious softwares programs which are designed to infect, that should be identified and that should be blocked. So even if there is any kind of a valid website which you are trying to access, let's say you are trying to access envoy.com, so it's a valid website, but if it is compromised with some security where it may have some kind of malicious codes get installed at the back end when you visit that, that should be identified and that should be blocked. And also we need to make sure that the valid websites, including whatever, the same example which I discussed just now, where if you're trying to access some kind of social media sites, you really want to block or allow, and if they contain some kind of malicious codes, then that should be blocked. And also you want to restrict that to ensure that you don't upload any kind of files or malicious codes on the internet or download from the internet whenever you're knowingly or unknowingly trying to access some kind of websites. So that should be denied. And also to improve productivity, you want to restrict some kind of URLs, like some kind of gaming sites you want to restrict, or news websites and social media websites, any adult sites. You really want to block this kind of websites to improve some productivity and to ensure that that your employees do not spend much time on these things. So specific applications also you can block, like you want to allow the Facebook, but at the same time you want to restrict some kind of specific application like video calling or some kind of other applications. So we need to implement a web security solution, or your firewall should support that, or you need to have inbuilt these features which totally monitors your web traffic. So there are different vendors in the market which do all these options. Like Cisco have a dedicated product called WSA. Even on the ASA firewalls, you have a URL filtering options, some kind of malware scanning options. So it depends upon options. But again, Cisco have a dedicated WSA device where we'll be focusing on, which is totally focused on providing the web security. So apart from that, you also have many other vendors on the market. So they may have a dedicated product, or they have some inbuilt web security inside the firewalls itself. So you can visit this URL to find some more information on individual vendors, like the features probably. But I just listed some of the top secure gateway vendors who also provide some kind of web security.